Hi everybody, Justine Froelker here, author, speaker, certified Daring Way and Dare to Lead Facilitator and corporate trainer, and we are in our January series of The Courage to Speak. A couple weeks ago we talked about asking for what you want and need. Last week we talked about speaking your whole truth, and this week we are talking about speaking your feelings. I mean, you had to know, as a licensed professional counselor, I was going to teach you about speaking your feelings. So you're going to feel. Stop trying not to feel, because you have to feel. And the more you attempt to not feel and stuff and hurl, the more you are reacting from your emotions and not responding to your life. It means that your emotions are writing your entire story. What if you spoke your feelings to your trusted people? And again, like I said last week, that's probably not the masses, right? It is your people who reflect your truth back to you, who keep you on track, who are not just your yes people. But to speak our feelings, to give our feelings words, to identify them correctly, makes them feel not so huge and like overwhelming, and helps us not react from them. And so when I speak what I am feeling and identify the feeling correctly, I am then able to cope with it more effectively in a healthier way, which means it doesn't stay stuck in my body, because emotions are energy and they have to go somewhere. And so when I speak them and I cope with them, I allow them to move through me. And I then start to co-author my story. I get to rewrite the ending. I respond, not react. This requires you to have the words. This requires you to speak them out loud to someone you trust, whether or not it is your partner or spouse or your best friend or a therapist or a coach, someone. It may not mean that you speak it out to the world. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's ready to be spoken out to the world. You've got to process it first. Speak your feelings, identify them properly, cope with them in a healthy way, allow them to move through, which then means you get to react or respond. You're not just reacting, you're responding by rewriting the ending. So that is your assignment this week. Speak your feelings. Otherwise, your feelings own you. And you don't get to not feel. Life is in the feelings. And they are messy. And they are awesome. They're not so awesome when they write your entire story and own everything. So speak them. I'll see you next week for more Courage to Speak. I have a lot of resources over on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And of course, my website. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next week.